I'm Jolene Wynn, and this is the Porn Addict's Wife podcast bonus episode with Rob.
Conversations with Rob.
What are we talking about, though? The men's group.
The men's group.
Your life does not have to revolve around your husband's pornography addiction. You are not defined by his choices or by what he sees on a screen. You are not just the porn addict's wife. You are so much more. In this podcast, I'm going to teach you how to go from handling it to healed, because I've been where you are and you don't have to stay there. My name is Jolene Wynn. I'm a member of the LDS Faith, a certified life coach, and a wife of a former porn addict. And this is a podcast for the porn addict's wife.
All right, ladies, I have two very important things that I need you guys to keep in mind. Are you ready? Number one, Rob and I are starting our very first men's group on April 14th. We are so excited about this. We are going to take 8 men through, and it will be 4 months long. And we're so excited. This is not an accountability group. This is a deep dive program. We are creating an online course and combining that with coaching to help men who want to overcome their pornography addiction once and for all. This is the hard work. This is going deep and figuring out the root of the problem, digging it up, and removing it once and for all. This is the exact same process that Rob used. This is the exact same process that I use with my clients to do the deep work and finally conquer this thing. So if the gentleman in your life is ready to finally put this behind him, I want to encourage you to sign up ASAP. Okay, there are only 8 spots. One of them is already taken, and this is going to fill up. Simply head to my website, jolenewynn.com, and sign up for a free consultation call. Your husband will get on a call with either Rob or myself, and that is how we're going to go ahead and sign you up. So if your husband is ready to do the deep work and overcome this thing, let's go. I'm so excited about this. The other thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is that if you have been thinking about joining my coaching program, there has never been a better time. The introductory price that has been offered since January for my lifetime group is going up on April 1st. So if you want to get in, now is the very best time before prices go up. I've been so excited about the women who have already joined this year, and I cannot wait to see who else comes along. So if you are ready to finally put this behind you and do the deep work yourself, let's go. Come join me. Head to my website, jolenewynn.com. You can sign up right away, or you can sign up for a free consultation call with me. You and I will get on the phone. We'll chat all about it, and we'll see if it's the right fit for you. If you guys are ready to put this behind you, I cannot wait to teach you everything, all of the how of finally letting this go and moving forward. So head to my website, jolenewynn.com, and I'll see you soon. Hello, my ladies. How are you guys doing? Rob is here.
Hello, everybody.
We are very excited to talk to you guys today. And we wanted to do a bonus podcast episode because Rob wanted to make sure that my ladies were not feeling neglected because he's so good. And he wanted to make sure that this was a bonus episode and it didn't take the place of a regular episode.
Right. Like, let's talk about the men's group, but you still want to serve all these wonderful ladies and get your content out for the week. So this is why it's the bonus episode.
That is why it's the bonus episode.
Just put on to another episode.
So thank you for listening. And Rob is so great and he loves all you ladies so much. And we wanted to talk to you guys about the men's group. I am sure you guys know this by now, but we are starting a men's group and it is starting on April 14th. And we are going to co-create a course and combine that with coaching and take 8 men through it. And it's going to be 4 months. And I'm so excited about this because this is where Rob and I are going to teach men using the same pattern and tools that Rob used how to overcome their pornography addiction once and for all. Kind of not just deal with the, what is this called? Deal with the
symptoms.
There we go.
But deal with the source.
But deal with the source.
Right.
Okay, tell them what you were saying the other day about how this was different. The things that you found in a program. Things that.
Right. So this program, let's just say who it's for.
Sure. Go ahead.
And this is for someone that wants to dive in deeper and do the the work to get the source of the pornography out of their life. And so who it's not for is someone that is just working on the symptoms or hasn't tried to work on the symptoms. So ideally, like, yes, we can coach men through that, but ideally it's someone who has tried and gotten 30 to 60 days free of pornography or more, or have been months without pornography and then face relapses. But their desire is to get
over it,
right? And they've worked on it and they want to work on it. And this program is for those men who are working on it and want to get past it and have found that what they have been told is how they're working on it, right? With their apps and their accountability partners. And they found the things that they've done is helping, but not eliminating their pornography drive, desire, need. In the point where there's still fear of relapses, or that there's the idea that relapses will continue throughout their lifetime. Once an addict, always an addict adage, that's still the belief and still the pattern that they're following. And so this is to help work on the internal work that's going to uproot that source and eliminate it forever. So there's not fear of relapses, so that they can live their life without having the constant worry about too much pressure, too much stress, running into a trigger, having to avoid and put up walls and barriers, which are all great things, but to completely free them from the pornography habit. And this is something that no one talks about, and we've been talking to you all about it for a very long time. And we are finally, like Jillian said, co-creating this program so that now there's this resource available to men that isn't available out there. Yes, there's 12 steps. Yes, there's accountability groups. There's ARP with our church. There's all these programs that work on eliminating the symptoms of a pornography addiction, that work on eliminating the use of the pornography. There's not the program until now that is for the man to get the source, the reason why that repeated pattern is still desired. The repeated pattern and behavior is still there.
I love it. I think this is amazing. I'm so excited.
So it's going to be a combination, just very similar to the course Jolene offers, in that there'll be a portion of coursework, and then there'll be weekly coaching calls for 4 months where we really get to dive into the specifics and application for each man. And
which is why we're keeping it small and intimate, because we really want to get these men grounded in these foundational tools and feel comfortable using them. We want them to experience this transformation. And we know that if they show up and they do the work, we can teach them everything they need to know in order to make that happen.
Absolutely. And get over this once and for all, gone in their lives. And bonus, other things that we're going to be covering as part of those modules. We already have bonus modules planned, and the coaching will bring up even more things that this applies to. But some of the bonus material that we'll be covering as part of this is communication with a spouse, right? How to communicate about pornography, how to communicate about everything else that you're communicating with.
And this is, I'm super excited about this because this is actually something I have already in my program for you ladies, is this bonus module on communication. But I'm excited that we're going to do it on the flip side for the men. And ladies, just as a little tag here, I was mentioning this on my Instagram stories the other day, is there are so many of you that say, I wish I could do what you and Rob did. I wish we could go through, my husband and I could go through this journey kind of together. I mean, that's kind of why we all go to couples counseling or couples therapy. We want to do it together, and yet they don't know how. And this is how you can. Separate but parallel journeys of healing that where you can both learn. So ladies, you can come join my coaching program, and the men can come join this men's group, and you guys can work on all of this at the same time without having it to be an experience where you're expecting the other person to change in order for you to feel better, right? Both of you going into this knowing I'm going to work on myself and I'm going to do everything that I can, and having all the tools to be able to do so. Does that make sense?
Yeah, parallel journeys. I mean, we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
You do it for yourself first. And of course, the result is an improvement in how you show up and interact with the other person, irregardless of how the other person is progressing or showing up. Is irregardless a word?
I think it's regardless.
Regardless.
But if you're listening to Mean Girls, it's irregardless.
Irregardless. Excellent.
There you go.
Very excited about this group. We'll cover a couple other bonus topics. We have one on sex, intimacy as well. Triggers. And, I struggled with mental health as part of this journey. We'll look at a little bit of that underlying relation with it as part of the program, as part of the coaching. So if that's also something you're struggling, your husband, you...
Whoever's listening. The men.
Bring that to the table. The beautiful thing is this is a step-by-step kind of process you go through and take yourself through. And as you learn to do it, it strengthens your ability to do it. It's kind of like training for running, right? Like the first time you go out, you're exhausted. It feels horrible. And you're like, oh my goodness, this is awful. But you go out and you start running a little bit more. You get in a pace, you get in a rhythm, you can run farther, you can do more with your health. Lifting weights. The first time you go lift a weight you haven't lifted in 10 years, well, it's going to be sore and you can't lift as much, and you want to lift the max you've ever done. Well, that just isn't happening the first weekend. But you come with us for 4 months, we'll get you trained, and you can then apply these things not just to pornography. These are the same steps I applied to mental health. These are the same steps I apply to my job, to my work environment. The same steps I apply to my parenting, to my relationship with Jolene. And the practice that will get eliminating the core driving source of the pornography, that's a skill and a tool set that you'll develop and learn that you can then continue to use throughout your life to continue to become the person that you've always wanted to become and do the things that you've always wanted to do in work, in relationship, in parenting, in anything that you have always wanted to go out and create into the world. These are the tools. These are those abilities. And again, once you train on them, and I love that, I feel like I'm bringing some of the teaching and some of the thoughts and some of the experience with the program. Jolene is bringing her amazing skill set of coaching and pulling out those thoughts and emotions, and together we are just bringing it.
I'm so excited.
Together.
I did want to mention something, is that there's a lot of programs that I see for addicts where, again, they all are based off of that kind of framework, that mindset of once an addict, always an addict. And then another one is that I've seen a lot of ones, at least from the female side, that kind of place the porn addict in a very negative light. And what I want you guys to know is that, and I hope that we've conveyed this in the podcast enough for you guys to know this, is that, gentlemen, we have nothing but, both of us have nothing but compassion and love for you in this struggle. There's...
Absolutely.
I know that there's going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be...
bring the worst.
Bring it. I deal with this...
Come as you are right now. The worst that you feel could be possible, bring that. That's okay.
It is okay.
That's what we're here for.
And there's nothing more that we want than to help each one of you. Ladies, gentlemen, this is why we do this, is to help. I want nothing more. You guys, this is what I just can't stop. My life... do you guys want to know my biggest fear? I'll tell you my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that I have all of this knowledge and all of these tools, and my biggest fear is that nobody knows about it. It's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that I have all of this to say and all of this to teach, and I can't get it to people. Just because I know how much it can change your life, and it has changed our lives completely. what is it when it's completely flipped around? What degree is that? 180?
A 180.
A 180. Completely 180. And I just want that for each of you, but that doesn't happen unless you're willing to come and begin where you're starting. You have to be willing to take the step forward. You have to be willing to say, you know what? It's my turn.
Right. You don't have to wait for anything to get started.
It's like the people who are like, I need to lose weight before I join the gym. No.
That's a girl thought. But
okay. Guys don't think that, I guess? You don't think
Not
that?
as much. No.
Guys don't think that? What's the equivalent in a guy?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. But you don't have to wait until the timing's right. You don't have to wait until I'm in an emotionally good place for this. Or you don't have to wait until I've, done better on my part. Like, I could do better by myself first and then I'll join the program. No, there's no waiting on this.
Right.
You all can start right today, right where you're at. You just had a relapse yesterday. Come here. We're here, right? You've been clean for 15 years.
Great.
But you still have to do a daily struggle. Come. Right?
Come as you are.
Come as you are. Begin now. Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, time goes on and you're still in the same place.
Right.
We think time heals the wound. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Otherwise, every old person would be amazing. It's
right.
Not true.
Every old person would have
would be like
no
Buddha, Mother
problems,
Teresa.
no trauma,
it's not true.
Issues. Right. It's not the time. It's the work that we do. And as soon as you do the work, guess what? The next step, the next period in life is just so much better. You can start today. You don't have to wait to get there.
Rob was saying this the other day. He said, what did you say about the anniversary? You said, do you want to
go to the next wedding anniversary?
Or do you want to spend one more? Do you want to celebrate your next wedding anniversary still feeling like this?
Still feeling like this.
Still dealing with this.
Right? Do you want your next wedding anniversary to still have issues with trust, intimacy, communication?
All of it. We're so excited. Okay, so here's how you can sign up. All you have to do is head to my website, joleneWynn.com. The way that we're signing people up is you just sign up for a free consultation call. There's a bar at the top of my webpage. It says, click here to sign up for a free consult call. That's all you do. You click on that. Gentlemen, you have to do it. Ladies, you cannot sign up for him as much as I know that you want to. The gentleman has to do it. He signs up for the consult call. He'll get on a call with either Rob or myself, and we will talk all about it, answer any questions, and get you signed up right away. Go ahead.
All right, sign up. Let's get started. Those are departing words.
Those are our parting words. We're so excited about this, and we hope all of you guys are just as excited as we are. Go ahead and sign up for that free consultation.
You want to be part of the first group. You don't want to wait any longer. You want to be part of this first group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, ladies, if you are loving what you are learning on the podcast, I want to invite you to come join my coaching program. This is where we take it to the next level and we actually start applying and learning the how of moving forward. This podcast has taught you the what, and the coaching program is where you're going to learn the how. This is where you learn how to actually start moving forward, process all of that pain that you feel, and let it go once and for all. If you are ready to finally move forward and stop living a life that revolves around your husband's pornography addiction, then I want to invite you to come join me today. Just head to my website, joleneWynn.com, and sign up today. I can't wait to see you there.